Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. A couple videos ago I talked about how seasons change and relationships and that kind of thing and building new friends. Well, this is Saturday, so I just had breakfast with my group of guys from work. And man, that was a blast. Just a lot of fun, a lot of laughing, a lot of talking about the good old days and things like that. But as I was thinking about how good of a morning that was, I got to thinking about how good of a day it's going to be. And while the weather is still holding, albeit barely, it's like 40 degrees right now, but that's okay. It's good enough. I figured I'd just share with you what my plans for today would be, and hope you're having a good day too. Because I know this day is going to shape up to be pretty good, regardless of what happens. And what I mean by that, you'll see at the end. So I'm going to turn the camera back around and face it forward so we're all looking down the road together. I don't have my chin apparatus with me, so I can't put you on my chin. But I'll have you looking up over the windshield, and you can just kind of tool along with me, and we'll have a nice little chat. See you after the intro. Okay. Welcome back. Here we are. Let's take a back road home, shall we? Man, that was a good breakfast. Had a breakfast burrito with loaded hash browns and more black coffee than I've drank, caffeinated black coffee than I've drank it in a month. So yeah, it was a great conversation. I mean, we're just talking about not necessarily things that work the way they are now, but the way they used to be back when things were a little more wild, a little more crazy. Because we were talking about the potluck that's coming up and what we're going to bring and who's and that kind of thing. We talked about how, years ago, these potlucks were a totally different thing. People were bringing in all kinds of alcoholic adult type beverages and not a lick of work being done. And yeah, basically it turned into a whole long party for the day. And where I used to work, AGCO, which used to be Hay and Forage Industries, down in Heston, Kansas, they the Heston police knew this day and would just park outside of the private property gates of the facility and just start pulling people over the second they left. And usually within an hour, they had their quotas filled for drunk driving. Oh man, there's a lot of crazy stuff that came out of those days. About how people settled disputes and how they partied at work and other things. But that was really good, man. We had a lot of fun, just probably laughing way too loud. Got a lot of stares from old people. By old people, I mean people our age and slightly older. But I keep saying it, I don't feel anywhere near the age that I am, so it's always funny to me when I say old people, because I'm usually looking at people within my age group and calling them old people. I think motorcycling has a lot to do with that. But yeah, the day is great. I mean, I get to go have breakfast with people that I enjoy, whose company I enjoy, and I get to do this. I mean, man, it's December, and honestly, I have not been on my bike in God, it feels like forever, but it's only been a few weeks, 2-3 weeks. It really hasn't been that long, but it feels like it. You know how it is. Man, if you don't ride for a week, you start jonesing, man. You start getting a little stir crazy. Start pacing the house, looking outside like a like a puppy dog that's looking through a window wanting to go roam the fields. And that's what I am. Oh man, I hate this. I hate this. Ah, these turns. Oh my goodness. I wanted to lean the bike deeper into that turn, but that looked awfully gravelly, so I was kind of like, there's no cars coming. We'll let her drift to the other side for now. These are not gentle turns. They're 90-degree turns, although there is one coming up that's a little bit more gentler. But anyway, coming back to this, I get it's the beginning of December. It's 40 degrees out. I'm well insulated for that. And man, it's not pretty. I mean, everything's brown, everything's, kind of gloomy looking, but it's still better than pacing the inside of a house and kind of being caged up. Just being out here doing this, I'm so happy. So happy. I mean, because who knows how many more days like this as winter really starts kicking in, because it really doesn't start intensifying until January-ish, maybe late December. So, you take these days when you can get them. Yeah, leaving for work in the morning, I'm not insulated for that. Last few days has been like below 20 degrees Fahrenheit, which I don't know what that works up for you guys up in Canada, but I know it's pretty cold. I think Friday morning was like 18 degrees Fahrenheit. I didn't even want to get out of bed, much less go to work. And definitely looking at the motorcycle, it's like, nope, you stay covered up. Battery charger, trickle charger's on, you'll be fine. So I don't have a garage, so I can't just park the bike in a garage. I gotta have a 4-season cover and a trickle box plugged to an outdoor outlet, and I put the trickle box in a cardboard box to help, insulate it. Speaking of covers, I need to get a different cover. I've got just a regular cover that I got for my Kawasaki Vulcan S, and it'll cover this bike except for the front fender. I want to get a seal cover, which is a 4-season cover that's even hail-proof, they say. But those are a little bit pricey, and with all the other background stuff I've got going on, the cover I got now will just have to keep working. So being able to ride today is a good thing. So while I'm out here riding, I'm doing a couple of videos, talking to you guys. And I'm not sure when. I think this video here, I'll release it the Wednesday before Christmas. Just because it's not about anything in particular, except for how happy I am to just keep riding. What else? What else is going on? So after I get done with this ride and I get home, that begins the other reason why today is such a great day. Is hunting season where I'm at has started. And that started Wednesday. So when I get home, I've already got my gear out, most of it loaded in my truck. I am going to go for the afternoon hunt. And maybe, hopefully, be able to bring home some very inexpensive sustenance in the form of venison. I don't know about you guys,
Grocery shopping still isn't cheap. I mean, I hear what people are saying, I hear what the pundits are saying, and I know what I'm experiencing. And I don't know, maybe somewhere in whatever metric land they live in, they can validate their claims. But in small town, Midwest USA, it's not that much cheaper. I mean, gas has gone down. That is true. But groceries are still a killer. Eating out is still a killer. I can occasionally, when one of the guys that I have breakfast with, they have eggs, I can buy 18 eggs for $5, which is a pretty good deal because from the grocery store, depending on if I go free range or organic, $5 will only buy me 12 eggs. So anyway, I'm going hunting here in about an hour, and I'll probably be filming bits and pieces of that. Will I put it in a short? Will I do a special episode on my channel? Will I just keep it private? I don't know. I guess it all depends how it works out. The reason why I like hunting is because, like riding motorcycles, especially if you're alone or whatever, you kind of get that time to yourself to work through inner dialogues, to get a little bit of seclusion therapy, wind therapy as they call it. Well, hunting has always been that quiet place for me where I can leave the chaos behind, I can leave the noise behind, and get out into the woods and I can just be at peace. I can think, I can pray. I've been known to just take naps. And let me tell you, there's nothing quite as relaxing as just listening to being in a somewhat cool air. We're not talking like freezing, but cool, like 38, 40 degrees Fahrenheit, 35 degrees Fahrenheit even. You're bundled up, you're properly dressed, your body is warm, and you find a place where you could be in the sun. You just lean back and you close your eyes and you drift off. Now, are you going to get any game that way? No. But you know what? For me, hunting isn't always about killing something. And so there's been many years where I don't get something, like I'm literally a 50% hunter, I think. And I don't care about antlers and horns. Most of the time I will actually prefer, God, this corner's awful, a doe. Give me a big fat doe. Is it as much meat as a big old buck? No. But in my experience, it's better eating, and that's really the point of it all, for me. So, yeah, how could this possibly be a bad day? I mean, I may not get a deer tonight. I may. But at the end of the day, if I don't, I'm no less happy than and I'm no more happy than if I did get a deer. The deer is just a bonus. It doesn't make or break the day. I've got to do 3 things that I actually like to do the most, when I'm by myself or if I'm on my own, right? I got to spend time with friends. I got to get out on my bike, and I'm going to go out into the field and quote unquote hunt. So yeah, this is a great day, one of the best. And so now I'm going to turn you back towards me. And so for you, my friends, I hope you end up having a great day too. Whenever you see this video, I hope you have a great day. I hope your Christmas is merry and bright. I hope you get to enjoy time with family, or if you're by yourself, you find a place of peace and comfort. And so with that, I'll let it go here. God bless you. Have a great day. We'll catch you on the next one.